Angelique Kerber is a professional German tennis player, who is currently ranked world number 8 in singles by the Women's Tennis Association. As such, Kerber is the highest-ranked German in the WTA rankings. Since turning professional in 2003, Kerber has won 3 singles titles on the WTA Tour as well as 11 singles and 3 doubles titles on the ITF circuit. Kerber's best Grand Slam results have come at the 2011 US Open and the 2012 Wimbledon Championships where she was a semi-finalist, and the 2012 French Open where she reached the quarterfinals. Personal life: Angelique Kerber was born in Bremen, to father Salomir Kerber and mother Beta, and has one sister. Both of her parents are German-Polish. She started playing tennis aged 3 and eventually joined the junior circuit. She made inroads at events in Germany and elsewhere in Europe, but did not win a junior title before 2003, at which point she had already turned professional aged 15. Kerber speaks German, Polish and English. Career: 2003 Euro 2007. In 2003, Kerber obtained her first top 100 victory by defeating Marion Bartoli in the qualifying draw of the WTA German Open. In 2004, Kerber started the year by reaching the final of an ITF event in Warsaw, but lost to Marta Domakowska. She attained her first ITF title entering as a qualifier in a pool, defeating Elena Tatarkova in the final. In 2005, Kerber competed in the ITF events and qualifying draws. She reached one final in Monzon, losing to Elena Ontypina. 2006 was a more successful year for the German as she reached 4 ITF finals, winning 3 of them. She was runner-up in par and registered trademark Erev, but then won 3 events in Saguenay, Glasgow and Jersey. 2006 was also the year that Kerber attained her first WTA Tour main draw victory, at the Gaz de France Stars, over world number 48 Romana Oprandi. She later lost to Ana Ivanovic. 2007 was a breakthrough year for Kerber as she won 4 titles. Having defended her title in Saguenay by defeating fellow German Sabine Lisicki, she won in Las Palmas, in Turkey, and again in par and registered trademark Erev. She also reached 3 other finals finishing as runner-up. 2007 was Kerber's Grand Slam debut as she competed in the 2007 French Open, losing to Elena Dementieva. 2007 Wimbledon, losing to Anna Shakhvtadze. And the 2007 US Open, losing to Serena Williams. Each in the first round. She reached her first main draw quarterfinal at the 2007 Ordina Open, before losing to eventual champion Anna Shakhvtadze. 2008. In 2008 Kerber attained her first Grand Slam victory in the 2008 Australian Open by beating Marit Ainai, before losing to Francesca Iavone. She then reached a second round of the 2008 Pattaya Women's Open, the third round of the 2008 Pacific Life Open and the second round of 2008 Sony Ericsson Open. She also lost in the first rounds of the 2008 Estoril Open, the 2008 Qatar Total Open, the 2008 Qatar Telecom German Open and the 2008 French Open. She reached a second round at both the 2008 DFS Classic and the 2008 Ordina Open. She lost in the first round of the 2008 Wimbledon Championships to Elena Baltica but went on to win back-to-back ITF titles in Spain and France. 2009. In 2009, Kerber only won 3 WTA main draw matches. On the ITF Tour she won in Pozo Blanco, Spain, defeating Kristina Krajova in the final. 2010. In 2010, Kerber qualified for the 2010 Australian Open where she reached her first third round in a Grand Slam by upsetting Olga Gavitsova and 23rd seed Aravan Reza before losing to Svetlana Kostsova in a close 3-setter. She then reached her first WTA Tour final in 2010 Copa Sony Ericsson Cole Sanitas, losing to Mariana Duke Maria ±0 after upsetting top seed Gisela Dulko in the semi-final. She then reached the second round of the 2010 MPS Group Championships, losing to Varvara Lepchenko. She also reached the third round of the 2010 Family Circle Cup, losing to Daniela Hantuchova, and the quarter-final of the 2010 Grand Prix SAR La Princesse Lalomriam losing to Renata Vora Infinite over. At the 2010 French Open she lost in the second round to Aravan Rezawa. On grass, she reached the third round of the 2010 Aigan Classic, losing to eventual champion Li Na, and the first round of the 2010 UNICEF Open, losing to Justine Henin. She played in the 2010 Wimbledon Championships, where she made it to the third round after defeating Sania Mdsa and upsetting 13th seed Shahapaya, but lost against Jarmila Groth. 2011, breakthrough. Kerber reached her first quarter-final of the year at the start of the season at the 2011 Noorilla Hobart International, losing to Bethany Matk-Sands. That led to a six-match losing streak which lasted until the 2011 The Bahamas Women's Open, where she reached a final before losing to Anastasia Yakimova. She then reached the second round at the 2011 Sony Ericsson Open, losing to Francesca Iavone. Kerber lost in the first round of Wimbledon to 17-year-old Laura Robson. Kerber entered the 2011 US Open ranked 92nd in the world. After defeating young American Lauren Davis in 3 sets, she came up against the 12th seed Anska Radwanska in round 2 and pulled off a shock 6-3, 4-6, 6-3 result to advance to the third round for the first time. There, she faced unseeded Russian Alla Kudryavtseva, winning in straight sets, and followed it up with victory in the fourth round against Monica Niculescu. Appearing in her first Grand Slam quarterfinal, Kerber surprised 26th seed Flavia Pennetta in 3 sets to advance to the semifinal, where she lost against the 9th seed, and eventual champion, Samantha Stosur. Kerber reached a career-high ranking of world number 34 after the tournament. 2012, becoming a top 5 player, Kerber's first tournament was the 2012 ASB Classic. She defeated Marina Erakovic in the first round. 5th seed Julia Gar-Paragraph RGES in the second round. And the top seed, Sabine Lisicki, in the quarterfinal, when Lisicki retired due to a back injury at a score of 6-4, 4-3. She lost her semi-final match to 4th-seeded Flavia Pennetta. At the 2012 Australian Open, Kerber was the 30th seed. In the first round, she defeated the wildcard local Bojana Babusic in straight sets. In the second round she faced Canadian station copyright Fanny Dubois and defeated her. In the third round, she faced 4th seed Maria Sharapova and lost, winning only 3 games in the match. As a result, Kerber rose to her career-high singles ranking of world number 27. At the 2012 Fed Cup, Kerber played for Germany against the Czech Republic, teaming up alongside Sabine Lisicki, Julia Gar-Paragraph RGES and Anna-Lena Gar-Paragraphenfeld. Her only rubble was a singles match which she played against Lucy Radecka. She won the tie, producing Germany's only win in the playoff. Her next tournament was the Open GDF Suez where she was the 9th seed, and where she won her first ever WTA title. In the first round, she faced Lucy Angstrom Afarso and registered trademark over and won in straight sets. In round 2, she faced Monica Niculescu and beat her 2. She then played the number 1 seed Maria Sharapova in the quarterfinals, beating her in straight sets. This set up a semi-final match against the unseeded Janina Wickmeyer. Kerber won to set up her second ever WTA final. She played second seed Marion Bartoli in the final. Kerber won the first set 7-6 and took an early 3-0 lead in the second. Bartoli came back to level the score at 5-5 and eventually took the set 5-7. Kerber shot off to a 4-0 lead in the third and finished the set with a 6-3 score to close out the match. She then entered the 2012 Qatar Total Open where she met Sabine Lisicki again, defeating her in the first round. She lost to unseeded Bulgarian Tsvetlana Pirinkova in the second round. Kerber's next tournament was the BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells. Receiving a bye in the first round as the 18th seed, she defeated the young Sloane Stephens in a miraculous comeback from 6-2, 5-1, 40-15 down. Facing 2 match points and winning 2-6, 7-5, 6-4, advancing to the fourth round via default over Vania King, who withdrew, and then produced another win from behind against another dangerous player, Christina McHale, coming back from 4-1 down in the third set and facing match points at 6-5 down to win 6-3, 3-6, 7-6. Kerber upset 8th seed Li Na in the quarter-finals before her successful week came to an end, losing to world number 1 and eventual champion Victoria Azarenka. Her ranking improved to a career high of number 14 as a result of that fantastic run in California. As the 14th seed at the Sony Ericsson Open in Miami, Kerber was expected to do well there, but was upset in her opener against Zhang Jie. Kerber's next stop was the 2012 E-Box Open in Copenhagen where she was the second seed. In her opener, she was pushed to the limit as she struggled past star copyright Fanny Foretz-Gaken. She had to grind out 2 more 3-set wins against Ankia Thavong and fellow German Mona Bothell. After 3 tough wins, she defeated third seed and former world number 1 Jelena Jankovic to reach her third career WTA final, and second of the year. She won the title, beating the top seed and defending champion Caroline Wozniacki in straight sets. Kerber represented Germany in the Fed Cup against Australia in Stuttgart, losing to world number 5 Samantha Stosur 6-7, 4-6, in a tough contest, and beating Olivia Rogowska 6-3, 6-3. Germany lost the tie, however, 3-2. At Stuttgart's Porsche Tennis Grand Prix, Kerber advanced to the quarterfinals, with wins over Roberta Vinci and 6th seed Caroline Wozniacki, before losing to 3rd seed Petra Kvitova. Kerber reached the final of the Eastbourne Grass Court Tournament, losing to Tamira Pasek, having served for the championship at 5-3 in the deciding set and missing 5 match points. At the 2012 Wimbledon Championships, Kerber was seeded number 8. In the first round she defeated Lucy Radecka. In the second round, she defeated the Russian Ekaterina Makarova. She also defeated the number 28 seed Christina McHale. In the fourth round, she won easily against the former world number 1 Kim Clijsters with an astonishing score of 6-1, 6-1, booking a place in the quarterfinals in just 49 minutes. In the quarterfinal, she beat fellow German and 15th seeded Sabine Lisicki in 3 sets, having been down 3-5 in the third. In the semi-final, she lost to number 3 seed Ansgar Radwanska. At the 2012 London Olympics, Kerber was ranked number 7. She beat Petra Sitkovska in the first round, Tarmay Babos in the second round and Venus Williams in the third, before losing to number 1 seed Victoria Azarenka in the quarterfinals. Her first tournament of the 2012 US Open Series was the 2012 Rogers Cup, where she lost in the third round to Roberta Vinci. She then played the 2012 Western and Southern Open, beating Tarmay Babos in the second round and Andrea Lava Infinite-Korver in the third round. In the quarterfinal, Kerber beat Serena Williams for the first time, winning 6-4, 6-4. This snapped Williams's 19-match winning streak. Kerber then defeated Petra Kvitova in her semi-final. However, she fell to Li Na in the final in 3 sets. At the US Open, Kerber, seeded 6th, struggled to victory over unseeded Venus Williams in the second round. She lost in the fourth round to Sara Errani, the number 10 seed from Italy. Kerber's next tournament after the US Open was the Toray Pan Pacific Open in Tokyo. She made it to the semi-finals before losing to Ansgar Radwanska. At the China Open, she was seeded 6th and made it to the quarter-finals, but retired against Maria Sharapova after losing all 6 games of the first set and the first 3 of the second set, a score of 0-6, 0-3. At the season's conclusion, Kerber competed in her first year-end championships, where she was seeded 5th. She exited the tournament in the round-robin stage. 2013. Kerber reached the 4th round of the 2013 Australian Open, making this the furthest she has ever progressed in the tournament. She was defeated there by Ekaterina Makarova after struggling with a back injury. Kerber then lost in her first match of both the Qatar Total Open and in Dubai. Kerber would then reach the semi-finals at Indian Wells, and the final in Monterrey, losing to Caroline Wozniacki and Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova respectively. To kick off the clay court season, Kerber represented Germany in their Fed Cup World Group playoff against Serbia. After defeating Bojana Jovanovski in her first rubber, Kerber fell to Ana Ivanovic in straight sets. This was immediately followed by a run to the semi-finals at Stuttgart, where she fell in 3 sets to defending champion Maria Sharapova. Kerber then reached the quarterfinals in Madrid, being defeated there by Ana Ivanovic, again in straight sets. It was Kerber's second loss against her in 3 weeks. At the French Open, Kerber reached the 4th round, only to be beaten there by unseeded former champion Svetlana Kostova in 3 sets. Kerber then made an early exit from Wimbledon, losing in 3 sets to Kakanpi in the second round. Kerber's poor season continued with early losses in Washington, Toronto and Cincinnati, and a final set tiebreak loss in the 4th round at the U.S. Open to Carla Suarez Navarro. At the 2013 Generali Ladies Linz, Kerber won her 3rd WTA title, beating 2-time champion Ana Ivanovic. 2014. Kerber's first singles event of the season was at the 2014 Brisbane International, reaching the quarterfinals. In Sydney, Kerber made the final, only to lose to Bulgarian qualifier and 107th-ranked Svetlana Pironkova in straight sets. In the 4th round of the 2014 Australian Open, she was defeated by Italian Flavia Pennetta in 3 sets. At the 2014 Open GDF Suez in Paris, she made it to the quarter-finals before losing to eventual tournament champion Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. Kerber played for Germany in the Fed Cup in February. She contributed to defeating Slovakia by winning both of her singles rubbers, defeating Dominika Cibulkova and Daniela Hantuchova respectively. Kerber then reached a final in Doha, losing to Simona Halep. Then, at the 2014 BNP Paribas Open where she was the 5th seed, she lost to Maria Teresa Toroflor in her opening match after receiving a first-round bye. However, she stepped it up in Miami by reaching the quarter-finals where she lost to world number 1 Serena Williams in straight sets. Kerber retired in her opening match against Caroline Garcia at Madrid due to a back injury. She fell early again at Rome, losing to Czech Petra Sitkovska in 3 sets. Angelique played one more tournament before the French Open at Na1 Quarter RNBERG where she was the top seed. She fell in the quarter-finals to eventual finalist Karolina Pliskova. At the 2014 French Open, Kerber lost to Eugenie Bouchard in the 4th round. Kerber reached the final at Eastbourne, losing to Madison Keys in 3 sets. At Wimbledon, Kerber was seeded 9th and defeated Polish Zula Radwanska in the first round. Afterwards she defeated Heather Watson and 2013 semi-finalist Kirsten Flipkens to reach the 4th round, where she scored the victory of her career against Maria Sharapova. In the quarter-finals she lost to Eugenie Bouchard in straight sets. Career statistics. Grand Slam performance timeline, singles, doubles, references. External links, Angelique Kerber at the Women's Tennis Association, Angelique Kerber at the International Tennis Federation, Angelique Kerber at the Fed Cup, official website, Angelique Kerber on Twitter.